Hey, Dee. Yesterday, Kyle was talking about it, and Robert was just talking today a little bit about how you're essentially going to be playing every home game as a road game with no fans, and losing that home field advantage. Can you just talk a little bit about that as a player and if that'll be an adjustment or if once the game starts, it doesn't really matter?
Well, I can't really tell you exactly what it'll be like. Um, I'm just expecting to adjust as we go. I don't really know what it's gonna be like to play in that atmosphere. For me, it's just gonna be keying the ball for the whole D line, and we just gotta control what we can control. And as long as we're getting off that rock, it truly don't matter for us. Of course, we want the crowd noise, but you know, an advantage is an advantage as far as D line, and our advantage is getting off the rock. So we just got to keep the ball. As far as the team, we'll just adjust. We're ready for whatever. We'll adjust as we go.
Hi, Dee. The air quality is moderate, but and it looks maybe worse than it is. But just wondering from a player's perspective, both coaches have said it shouldn't be a factor. What's it like practicing in it, and do you think it'll be a factor come Sunday?
Me personally, I haven't really felt much of a difference. Um, it looks it looks crazy outside, but I haven't really felt anything different as far as my wind. I actually feel pretty good, cardiovascular wise, as far as my breathing. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Whatever comes out Sunday, we'll deal with and keep the ball rolling.
Nick Bosa said yesterday that you guys are more prepared to face a mobile quarterback this year than you were last year. You're starting it out with week one facing Kyler Murray. What is different about this defense that has you better prepared for it this season?
Uh, we simplified things. I think we played Arizona on a short week the first time, so it was pretty tough to make the adjustments. And we put a lot on Fred and Quan's shoulders. Greenlaw included, our linebackers, just our back end in general. They had a lot on them. So we simplified things so we could play fast. Because when we play fast as a defense, no one can stop us, and you're definitely not going to outrun us. And so when we play together and we're executing, execution is going to be the key for this game as we go along. So I think we feel great about this game plan. Um, and we still have a few more days to prepare and still see the looks. So we're gonna play on one page and keep the ball going.
Hey, did playing Kyler Murray last year, did he remind you of other mobile quarterbacks that you faced? And also, forgetting the specifics of, I know you hurt your hamstring against the Cardinals in the second game. Did that happen when you were chasing him?
Yeah, it was more so how he gave himself up. I think it caused me to kind of flip over him a little bit. My body was in a awkward position, sort of isolating that hamstring in a very compromising position. So uh, that shit hurt. I mean, that thing hurt. I don't like remembering that. So, but at the end of the day, what was the first question? The Zoom, man. We got to get used to it,
Hey,
huh?
all right, I'm back with you. Yeah, just if he reminded you of other mobile quarterbacks you faced, I assume they're different styles. Is he more Russell Wilson or whatever?
Um, yeah, he's different than Russell. Russell is, as far as what he can do, as far as extending plays. Russell is in a category of his own, and so is Kyler. They do it in different ways, but they're both mobile. Um, Kyler is special, man. He can definitely pick you apart. He can get out of the pocket. He can make things happen, and we've found ways to that we're at least gonna try to, slow down that playmaking ability a little bit and allow us to do what we do best. But Kyler's a quarterback of his own. They install a lot of things for him in the run game that makes him dangerous. And like I said before, he can pick you apart also.
D, how's your calf feeling at the moment? And after talking so much about your goals surrounding availability this year, what was your level of frustration when that thing flared up?
The calf feels fine. It's just one of those things when you're going consecutive days in training camp. Is when you're dealing with a calf, you don't want to risk it getting to that Achilles tendon. So at the end of the day, we had to jump on it because our goal, and especially my goal, which is the team's goal, is to be there 16 games plus postseason. And I'm not gonna waver on that at all. So we just had to get that right, and really, as far as the totality of my body, for me it gave me a little bit of time to focus on that too. Anytime you get an injury, it gives you time to let the rest of your body catch up too. So that's how we had to look at it.
We'll do 2 more for D. D, do you have an expectation aside from being available in every game, being available more often in early downs, given that the injuries last year kind of limited you to third downs? Do you expect to play more on those early downs?
Every down. Now, as far as being pass rushing is what I do. I make plays at the end of the day, and pass rushing is what I do. But in order to be, my goal is to be a great defensive player, not a great pass rusher. So first, second, and third down, fourth down if we need it.
Hey, can you just talk about the importance of a defensive lineman, especially this week, just staying in your rushing lanes against an athlete like Kyler, and why it's important to play through the whistle?
Well, in this defense, you don't have a choice but to play to the whistle. That ain't even nothing we speak on. But as far as collapsing the pocket and being gap sound, that's gonna be the run game and the pass game. At the end of the day, we're still gonna rush and do what we do. But we just gonna have to adjust to what he can do and where he likes to escape. We know all that going into the game, and so but we're gonna rush aggressive, but we're still gonna be cognizant of where he can escape and be smart, and also on rundowns. We have to play discipline. I think a lot of people who see us play, it looks like we're just going and penetrating and running up the field, and just trying to blow things up. But it's a discipline oriented defense. So, and especially in this game, gaps and assignments are everything.
All right, thank you, D.
Yeah. Do I need to wipe this seat down?
We'll do it.
I wipe the seat down. I don't want to get the next guy any COVID if I got it.